Are you struggling with getting visibility for your Etsy store? No matter what you do, what updates you do or fix, you can't increase your traffic and views have come to a complete halt. If so, I have you covered. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 4 different ways to drive traffic to your Etsy store. So you want to make sure that you watch this video until the end. Hi, and welcome back. If you're new to the channel, my name is Nancy and I help small business owners turn their passions into profits. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for weekly videos and don't forget to click the notification bell to be the first one notified of any new video. So let's go ahead and get started. Tip number 1 I have for you is make sure that you're optimizing your listings for Etsy SEO. The main advantage of selling on an e-commerce platform like Etsy is taking advantage of their building traffic. Otherwise, you would not have if you were starting your own business with no audience in your own site. So you want to make sure that you're using your tags in your title for title and tag relevancy. You want to make sure that you're choosing the right attributes and the right categories. Now, please note, attributes and categories do act like tags, so you don't want to repeat them in the actual tag section. And you could use tools like eRank or Marmalade to do keyword research. Now, if you need help with how to do keyword research, how to find profitable tags, maybe you don't really understand Etsy SEO, I actually have a video where I walk you through the entire process of 4 different ways that you could find profitable tags. I will link it right here, and I will also link the link right below this video so you can watch it as well. So I wanted to show you an example of a listing that I have, and I wanted to talk about title, category, and attributes. And the reason why is because many people, when I talk about categories and attributes, they get really confused and they don't know what attributes are. So this is the title. Obviously, everyone knows that this is where you put your title. Mine starts with Canva Instagram templates for small business owners. And then I have my category right here. So mine falls under templates, which is exactly what I sell. And that's what you want. You want to make sure that you're choosing the proper category for your products. And then this is the attribute section here that many people ask me, like, what the heck is an attribute? This is what I'm talking about. So here you're able to select the attribute that's relevant to your product. You don't want to just click here and say, oh, I'm going to pick bachelorette party. Why? Because this has nothing to do with a bachelorette party. So therefore, if someone actually searches for a listing on Etsy and they pick an attribute as bachelor party and this show up, they're not going to buy. So you want to make sure that you're picking accurate attributes and accurate categories, because keep in mind, the more people see your products, the less people buy. It does end up hurting your conversion rate. But this is where you go in case you're wondering. Tip number 2 is focus on repeat customers. By focusing on repeat business, you will create a group of loyal customers that will happily say your praises and promote your business. The majority of Etsy sellers are focused on traffic and conversion rates, but don't have any marketing strategies to get repeated customers to buy again. So you don't want to make the mistake of placing all of your focus on just acquiring new customers. You want to make sure that you're working on your customer retention. A repeat customer is more likely to shop with you again and again. So accordingly to Adobe Digital Index, repeat customers are 9 times more likely to convert than a first-time shopper. And you might ask yourself, like, how do I encourage for a repeat customer to buy from me again? So I wanted to give you some examples on ways that you could encourage them to do business with you. So tip number 1 is to make sure that you make customer service a priority, that you address any Etsy conversations as soon as possible, and always address the customer by their first name. And when interacting with customers, go out of your way to exceed with customer service. So an example will be if the customer says, hey, do you have the shirt in blue? Don't just reply and say, yes, we do, right? A better response would be, hi, Nancy, I hope you're having a great day. Yes, we do provide the color blue. I have attached a screenshot of the color. If it meets your criteria, please go ahead and place the order, and I'll be more than happy to get started with the order. Thanks again for considering my shop for your purchase, sincerely, and then you can sign it off with your name. As you can see, I have responded by saying their first name. I greeted them. That's really huge. I went ahead and answered their question, and I finished with a call to action. And you always want to add a call to actions because it's essentially you're telling the customer what type of action you want them to take next, which is to purchase my shirt. Tip number 2 is another way to get repeated customer is to incentivize returning customers with a discount. So when giving out discount is super important to be intentional with them and not just provide a discount to just give one. So giving your customer discount for the next purchase does increase the likelihood of them buying from you again. Now you could offer a discount for the next purchase by attaching a thank you card with a promotional code. If you sell digital products like I do, you could include a digital thank you card. Now, pro tip, I would change my promotional discount code once per month so buyers don't, start using your code over and over again. Now, if you're ready to start, manage, and scale your Etsy shop with my help, I want to invite you to take a peek look at my Etsy Mastery course, where you will have 24/7 support directly from me to grow your Etsy business. I will leave the link right below so you can learn more about it. Tip number 3 is don't be afraid to offer additional products. So this is another great way to get repeated customers is by recommending additional products. So for example, if you sell, a pair of earrings to a customer, don't be afraid to offer additional products. Maybe you have the matching necklace or the matching ring that goes with it. I highly recommend creating a lookbook of all of your matching items or your collections. So when customer buys from your shop, you could send them a printed one or a digital copy of your lookbook with additional products. Now, no, if they purchase from you already, that means that they love your products and services and they're more prone to buying from you. So you could easily create a lookbook of your products or collection using any type of software. You could use Canva as well. And you will simply create a PDF with all of your products, and they can easily have like photos of your products. And when people click on it, it takes them to your actual Etsy store. This is a very effective way to get repeated customers on autopilot. It will help you grow your brand and also help you increase your sales drastically. Tip number 3 is start using Pinterest. My number 1 recommendation for Etsy sellers or small business owners who are feeling overwhelmed with social media is to pick one platform and master that platform and then move on to a different one. It can be quite overwhelming in the beginning when you're starting out a business and you're wearing multiple hats. I recommend Pinterest because it does not, it tends to give you the fastest return on investment because all you need to focus on is Pinterest SEO. It's not so much about cracking the algorithm like other platforms. And when using Pinterest, it's super important to make sure that you're using it the right way so you're just not another pinner. So I wanted to give you some tips for Pinterest to kind of get you started the right way. Tip number 1 is start by creating a business account. This will give you access to Pinterest analytics. This will give you insights on your pins, how they're performing. And I also recommending starting with metrics like impressions, traffic, repins before setting up a conversion goal. Tip number 2 is optimize your profile. Make sure to include the 3 W's, like who you are, what you do, and why they should follow you. This will help you also make sure that you're setting yourself as an expert within your niche. So I wanted to show you an example of my bio. And as you can see in my bio, I do answer the 3 W's, who I am, what I do, and why they should follow me. As you can see, I help Etsy sellers who want to leverage marketing, social media, and branding, but have no idea where to start. Free, and then I have my masterclass here. So I do have like who I help, right? What I do, and I have the reason why they should follow me because they have no idea where to start. So you want to make sure that you have a very limited space here. You want to make sure that you're very tactical with what you put in here. And don't forget to add keywords like Etsy sellers, right? If that's your target market, to make sure that you are optimizing your profile for keywords that you want to be found for. Another Pinterest tip is to create multiple boards relevant to your niche. Consider the type of content you plan on posting and decide what you want to make each board. So for example, maybe you want to make a board of earrings, necklace, or necklace set. Make sure that you include a short description on the board of what people can expect to find, but make sure to also optimize it for SEO with relevant keywords that you want to rank for. When you do this, it will definitely help you rank higher in the search results. Tip number 4 is pin consistently. It's super important to pin fresh pins on a consistent basis. And what is considered a fresh pin are images or videos that you haven't used before. Many people also ask me, how often should I pin? To pin consistent means to pin on a regular basis, even if that means that you're pinning 2 pins per day, as long as it's every single day. It's much better than taking long breaks in between and pinning every other week. Now, I recommend, to make your life a lot easier, to use a tool like Tailwind, in which you could bash out your content and not have to pin on a regular basis and then maybe forget. So I will leave my referral link in the text box below if you would like to try Tailwind for free for an entire month, which I highly recommend. Tip number 5 is to optimize your pin description. So to amplify your reach, drive more traffic to your pins, you need to make sure that you're optimizing your pin description with keywords you want to rank for. You want to include them organically within your context. This is the top mistake many pinners make, and this is why their pins don't rank, nor get clicks, nor get saves. Now, I want to show you some of my pins to kind of give you an idea. So let's head over to Pinterest right now. I wanted to show you an example of an optimized pin description. So this is a pin that I have, and when people click on it, it takes them to a free masterclass that I have where I talk about the 4-step framework for a profitable Etsy shop. Now, as you can see, my title says Etsy tips. So that's a keyword I want to rank for. And then I have additional keywords sprinkled in the actual, or organically placed in the actual description of the pin. So I have, are you an Etsy seller? That's a keyword I want to rank for. Etsy business is another one. Etsy shop is another one. So you can see I have additional keywords I want to rank for. When people search for these terms on Pinterest, I want this particular pin to show up for them. So you want to make sure that you're optimizing your pin description with keywords. You don't want to stuff them in there, but you do want to put a couple of them in there so you could rank for them. Tip number 4 is start your email list. So my favorite way to drive traffic to my products and services and get regular sales on a consistent basis is email marketing. It helps you connect with your audience. It helps you promote your brand and increase sales. Now, one of the biggest fear of starting an email list is feeling like you're going to bother your prospective customers, or maybe not knowing how to get it started. And I do think that we tend to make things more complicated than they are. Your true fans, people that love you, will stick around when you send an email just to say hi, or whether you're sending a promotional email. They understand that at the end of the day, you still have to make money through your business. And people who are not interested in your products or services, they're just taking advantage of you, will unsubscribe. And that's fine. That's why there's an unsubscribe button. All you need to do is create a landing page where your prospective customers can opt in to sign up for your email list. You don't even need a blog to get started with your email list. And if you're having a hard time getting it started, I actually did a video where I walk you through the process of creating a landing page. I will link the video here, and I'll also link the video in the text box below if you're interested in watching. So why should you use email marketing? So here are my top reasons. Email marketing has a higher return on investment. Email marketing is yours. No one could take it away from you. You could reach customers in real time, which is really great. You could increase brand awareness. It allows lead nurturing, and therefore you could use it for targeting messages, and everyone uses email. What I recommend when you're first starting out is creating an email sequence, which is a series of emails for lead nurturing. Let me give you 2 examples of what I mean. So I wanted to show you an example of 2 effective emails that you could send out to your list. The first one is the subject line is "You good?" that catches people's attention. And it could be something as simple as, "Hey," you put their first name. "I just wanted to check in and see how things are going with you." And then you put your topic that you're talking about. Example, blog, kids, meal prepping, wedding, whatever your niche is about. Let me know, okay? And then you sign it off with your name, and then you put your shop name. It could be this simple. A second example of an email that you could send out to your list is, "Are we following each other on," and then you put in the social media, so Instagram yet. And then you will say, "Hey," their name, and then you will say, "Ready for a new adventure? I'd love to get to know you better, so be sure to add me on," let's say Instagram. You can find my profile here. You could put the link to your profile. You could do a screenshot of a post that you made on that particular platform. That might entice them to go ahead and check you out for real. And then you could say, "It's the only place I share thing 1, thing 2, thing 3. So for me, it would be, "It's the only place I share Etsy tips, Etsy SEO, and how to grow your Etsy store. And I'd love to get to know you better. Click here to add me to Instagram," right? And then you add another link there. And then you can say, "See you there," your name, and link to your Etsy store. Keep it super simple and spread your emails to 1 email per week so people don't forget who you are until you build your brand. So there you have it, 4 ways to drive traffic to your Etsy shop that will give you great results and help you build a sustainable business in the long run. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. I am an open book and I'm here to help out as many people as I can. And thank you guys for watching.